Wait, how come the text can't be seen right now? Huh? Let me delete it and add a new one. Okay, that works. Hmm. So this is about to be a hand cam. I'm getting a cam soon. Because I low-key am interested just to see like how my movements are as well. My DPI is like so off though. I'll switch to glass. I'm about to go to 1600 low-key. This one is so annoying having to make those adjustments. This aim labs, right? No, this is kovaaks. I do have aim labs though. Mm. Lower your sense. Low key, I like when I hire it, not gonna lie. But specifically for aim training though. Like, for example, like this is on 800 1.9 right now. I can multiply it by 2 and then put it on like 3.8. Just help with mouse control. In aim training, like sense doesn't necessarily really matter. And like you can use like a universal sense, but in the sense of like trying to like get better mouse control, you kind of want to like use random sense essentially, or suboptimal ones to increase precision. It doesn't really affect your muscle memory if you do it for like 3 minutes. But just in general, it should be used more so as a tool rather than chasing a high score, realistically. And also it depends on what you play. What are you playing right now? This is Kovaaks. I would say slow tracking definitely helps more on like glass specifically though, because of the fact that like it's so frictionless. The majority of aiming in like fast-paced games, like hero shooters, like you're gonna be in situations where you're gonna have to be fast tracking regardless. It does help for sure. Jesus, are you ever going back to Blade Ball? Probably not. Main game, Overwatch, Rivals, and then I'm probably gonna be going back to Fortnite soon too. And I mainly play dive, so I'm on like characters like Star-Lord, Psylocke. Hence the reason I wanted to try out Glass. And then for Overwatch, I play Tracer, Genji, Freya, Sojourn. But then again, like Glass also probably won't be my main pad because I want that balance for like hit scan. Because there'll be times where I do need to play Phoenix, Hella, um, Bucky, or I'll need to play Cass. And it's doable on Glass. Like when I was like checking my scores and stuff like that and my accuracy, like after games and stuff like that, I was still like mid 50s to 60s, low 60s on hit scan. So it was fine, but it's just like more so like that like net safety of having cloth where you have that like feedback where you can feel the friction and it's easier to gauge like how far you're moving your mouse when flicking, making micro corrections. But I think it's more so just like adapting to it. Pass me your swords. Nah. up? I'm rich. Bro, what? What's good, Kyoko? Hey, where are some... What is the flicker one? But I would say overall my favorite pad is probably the Artisan Hyun though. I just ordered a new one. That's probably like the main one that I'll use for like actual competitive play. But this is good for like aim training though. Having like no friction on your pad while kovaxing. When you're tracking or doing dynamic clicking. And reactivity tracking. Flakes and just like aim training and stuff like that. Having no friction and just like sort of relying on your own like body in order to like stop and be precise. Helps when you do get back on cloth because you have that extra like forgiveness on cloth. Zosu, it's Beal time. I didn't watch your lives. You still playing Blade Ball? No. I feel like I never played this routine. What? Did I skip over this one? And also, there's just a lot more variance with glass too. Like when fatigue sets in and you've been playing for hours, like all of those like micro mistakes that you're making, like on a cloth pad, usually can be hidden, but on a glass pad, like it's like so much more isolated and like put in your face pretty much. For sure. Only thing is though, like I have to replace the skates like when I like use them because regular PTFE like that are meant for cloth are terrible on glass. Like they literally just get broken down in about 2 weeks. You have to switch them out. So I have to use these hardened PTFE dot skates. And I had to order some aftermarket skates for my 2C. The stock ones on the super light now for the, at least the 2C, like I actually like feel really good compared to like the super light 2 ones, standard version. I was surprised. Hmm. What mouse you use? Well, I have the G Pro Superlight 2, the Viper V3 Pro, and then right now I'm using the G Pro Superlight 2C. It's like if I had to compare this 2C to like any specific mouse, it's like kind of like the OP1AK in length or like the Viper Mini in length, but the width is definitely it feels a little bit wider than both of them because the OP1AK, you know, has like those like curve indents, so for like where to place your fingers for claw, for example. Um, or the same with the Viper Mini as well, and the Viper V3 Pro now has those indents, but this one is more of a flat shape. I always felt like those mice were too thin for me, but the length was okay. Um, it also depends on your grip too. I feel like if you tried to palm this mouse, you'd like need like really small hands. To at least palm it comfortably. They recommended about like 18.5 to 9.5 or 18.5 by 9.5 centimeter hands per claw. But my hands are like 19 by 10 and it feels good for at least my grip style that I use for relaxed claw. A lot of people like to fingertip it as well too. But like my philosophy with mice is like go as like small as possible that's comfortable for your hand, in my opinion. I think of it the same way as like a paintbrush or like a pencil. Like the bigger it is, the less precise you can be. But if you find something that's comfortable enough and also like small enough, and that fits your hand size and like your grip style, I think that like your overall ceiling can be better. Oh, now we're doing dynamic clicking. Oh yeah, this is the one where you have to click twice. This is literally the one thing that I have not practiced. Literally, like only time I've done like dynamic clicking is literally in game. I've just been like having so much fun on tracking heroes, bro. But sometimes I'll have to go hit scan because I'll just be getting hard target banned in my lobby sometimes, bro. Like, so annoying. My scores are better too. Yeah. For these next routines, you guys are probably about to see my scores go up hella. Compared to like the tracking routine. But just even when playing, like I noticed that like cloth feels so much better for hit scan. But again, I've only been on it for like about like a day and a half now. And then hours, I'll probably say about like maybe 14 to 12. Actually, no, it's probably been like 3 days now. Yeah. But this low key too, I need to start like moving straight instead of like doing a crescent. You too. Feels so slippery, holy. Well, people say like micro corrections are a lot easier on glass once you get used to it though, because of the fact that like there is no resistance when like trying to correct back onto their head if you overflake or underflake. So there's that aspect, I guess, too, once you put in enough time onto it. I feel like even like your mouse tension is like noticeable, bro. Like if you're the type of person to grip your mouse too hard, like that tension is gonna be magnified while on glass, bro. Like you sort of have to like control like how hard you're gripping your mouse or pushing down on the pad on glass compared to cloth. Because cloth, it's like sponge, it'll absorb it, but on like glass, like you feel that shit, bro. Genuinely. Hello? How's that thing 1 HP like that, bro? Um, First time playing kovaaks. Oh yeah, if you tense a lot, you can notice it so much easier. Just lower set it. Yeah, literally. And just the surface itself, bro. Like it's so holy. Because I'm pretty sure like the whole thing with glass is that it's just gonna reflect back into your hand. Like I've used the Artisan Raiden mid, the Artisan Hyun soft, the Saturn Pro. Only thing that comes close to it, I would say, is the Raiden mid. But even then, like the feeling is just so much different. I've had people tell me though to try out like Jades on like cloth, but realistically, if I go cloth, I prefer like full size skates. I know Jades have like the speed skates, but I'll probably just put on core pads for like a balanced feel. Whoa. Yeah, micro adjustments actually feel so weird on this shit. I still use a glass pad from time to time. It's good for tracking. Yes, bro. I got VT Nova, which is decent. Bro, literally, like, I got the wall hack ones just to test them out. I was gonna get the RSs off of AliExpress because of the deal that they had. But yeah, glass pads for tracking, like I instantly felt it, like immediately. Like it felt so much better. People were recommending me to get the Hayate Otsu V2 though. I just ordered another Hien. I feel like I like the rougher texture more. I get mine in soft. Raiden I got in mid because that's what everyone was recommending for it. But these not switch direction. They do. I can't even flick the same way, bro. Like I legitimately have to like slow down hella, bro. Almost like I'm tracking the target, bro. I've seen a lot of people recommend the X-ray Obsidian Airs too for glass. Okay, so these scores are going down. Not surprised though. Those are left. Seeing this now, bro, I know for sure that like I'd have to like consistently like do routine specifically for quick timing to actually get fully warm. Cloth is so much better for this specifically. Or a balance pad in general. Like the Hien, get the Otsu. When you want like tracking and flicking, just having that middle ground, I feel like would be really good. Wait, Otsu. And that's everything pretty much. Loki, it felt good going back to the end yesterday too. They have the beginner level or so, but generally I found with grinding tasks and setting scorebards, you want to reach out more. Yeah, I think that like this is literally a benchmark routine specifically actually. This is the viscose one. And then I just like see my scores and then what I need to improve on and then I'll go off of that specifically. But more so than anything, I just prefer just like primarily just playing in general. Yeah. It's so easy to do too, low key. Like I seriously wait, hold on. Yo, I'm streaming right now, by the way. Wait, hold on. No way, bro.